Hello friends, my name is Shivam from DevOps Schools and I will help you to enable your learning process in various technologies of DevOps, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data and many more. This is our initiative to help you by sharing multiple tutorials and videos. And if you want any specific tutorials or any particular topic, then please do comment in the below comment section and I will help you with it. Also, please subscribe to our premium services on YouTube, which will give you access to more content and videos to enhance your knowledge about all these topics. Also, if you want me to help you with regards to the online trainings and classroom sessions by our qualified trainers, then please do write me at contact@devopsschool.com. Thank you.
Okay, what percentage of our predictions are correct? So I can just write for only one. Okay, that is not for 0 I'm writing. Okay, only for 1 I am writing here. That is precision 1.0. That is, I can write true positive divided by true positive plus false positive. Okay, so this is nothing but precision. Okay, true positive divided by summation of true positive plus false positive. Okay, so now you can see precision is 0.75. You can see the same value over here. And if you want to calculate for 0.0, you have to change it. Like you have to modify it over here, like true negative divided by true negative plus false negative. Now you can see 0.7. Okay, for precision 0.0 is 0.71. You are getting it right over here. So, and then we have something called recall. Recall is nothing but what percentage of the positive cases did we catch? Okay, what percentage of the positive cases did we catch? So for that we can say recall 1.0. Okay, I can write TP divided by TP plus FN, that is true positive divided by true positive plus false negative. Okay, now you will get 0.75. And similarly for recall 0.0, you can just give something like, okay, true negative divided by true negative plus false positive, that is 0.71. You will get it. So F1 score is nothing but it is derived based on recall and precision. The formula is 2RP divided by R plus P. Okay, that is what percentage of positive predictions are correct. That is nothing but F1 score. Okay, so precision is nothing but what percentage of our predictions are correct. But F1 score is nothing but what percentage of positive predictions are correct. Okay, so now over here I can say P is equal to, okay, let me just do it for only one. Okay, so TP something, and then I can say R is equal to this one, TP by TP plus FN. Okay, so now if I want to find F1 score, all right, if I want to find F1 score, I can just write 2 into R into P divided by R plus P. Now you can see it is 0.75. 1 we are getting it over here. Okay, so it is not required to use this formula at all. The thing is, what we can do, we have precision score, that is I can say precision score of y underscore train, and then what is that, y pred known. We can just pass those parameters, should be fine actually. Okay, so we can just pass this parameter, and these methods, okay, these methods will work, okay, for everything. Okay, say recall score and then this one. Okay, and then I can say F1 score also, F1 score, I can say F1 score of this one. So these three will work only for one. So this will find only for one actually. So you can see Okay, y known, right? Y known, y known. So now you can see 0.75, 0.75, 0.75. So this will find only for positive cases, not for the negative cases, whenever you use the inbuilt method. Okay, so if you want to find for negative cases, then you have to do it manually like this. These are the formulas for that actually. Okay, guys, any questions? Guys, any questions here? So this is about the classification report. Okay, so please take it down.
What is that support in the last?
Support is number of occurrences of positive cases, number of occurrences of negative cases.
Negative case. Okay.
Yeah. That is how many positive cases are present, how many negative cases are present. The count basically.
Okay.
Yeah. So please take it down.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
will connect another network, okay, because your voice is very much breaking for me.
Oh, okay, fine.
Done from my side.
Yeah. What about the other one?
I'm done.
Done, right? Okay. I think Susan is joining again. So yeah. Okay. So now let's see ROC AUC curve. Okay, ROC curve. All right. Okay. So first we are going to find ROC AUC score. That is, we are finding how well our model is distinguishing between 0 and 1. Okay. So if it is 1, that means it is a number 100%. Okay. So I can write logistic ROC and then AUC is equal to, I can say ROC AUC score of y underscore known and y spread known. Okay, so now if I print it, okay, I can see the output here 73%. Okay, 73% it is able to find, it is able to distinguish. Okay, so now if I want to, okay, if I want to find it, like for example, if I want to know the actual output for each and every things, that is if I want to know the probability, okay, because here we are seeing just zeros and ones, right? Okay, but what is the actual output? Okay, so for this we have something called predict proba, that is predict probability. I can say pred proba y is equal to, I can say logistic regression dot predict underscore proba of x underscore known. So now if I print this pred proba y, you can see the output like this. So what is the first one? It is 0. Now you can see at 0th index it will be having the maximum, that is 53. Okay, and what is the second one? 1, right? Now you can see at index 1 you can see the maximum value. And what is the second one? Sorry, third one, it is 0. So now you can see at index, that is at third index, so now you can see at index 0 is highest. So now if you come to the last one, and now you can see 77%. Okay, the chance of probability of is 70, that is 0.77, and just 0.22 for the other one. And if you see the fifth last, it should be 0. Okay, fifth last is 0. So based on this, it has been categorized. Okay, it has been categorized either to 0 or 1. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are just going to consider the true positive rate. This is true positive rate, right? That is this all one basically, right? So now what we are going to do, we are going to find, okay, we are going to find like FPR and then TPR and then thresholds, okay, is equal to ROC curve of known, that is Y underscore known, okay, and then spread prober of spread prober Y, all the rows and then first column, okay, all the rows and then column 1. We are just getting it right. So now you can see, okay, so this is nothing but false positive rate. Okay, this is nothing but false positive rate, and this is nothing but true positive rate. How it is progressing, okay, it's nothing but true positive rate. And then if you just find the thresholds, it will be like this. Okay, now you can see threshold is reducing. Okay, initially it was like 1.77, then 0.77, then 0.56, then 0.54, 0.48, 0.45, then 0.43, and at last 0.37 actually. Okay, now you can see false positive rate starting from 0 and it is going till 1 actually. Okay, so now why we are finding this is we are going to plot it. That is, we are going to plot ROC curve based on this. Okay, so what we are going to do now is I'm just going to say plt.plot, there is FPR TPR, and then label is equal to, I can just write like logistic regression. Okay, area is equal to percentage 0.2f. So this is nothing but format specifier in Python. Okay, percentage f. So whenever there is some percentage, okay, you have to pass the values like this. Okay, so you can just say log ROC AUC like this. So now what will happen in this case? Okay, let me just say like plt.x label. So what is x label? Is nothing but FPR, that is false positive rate. Okay, and then plt.y label. Okay, what is y label? That is true positive rate. Okay, and then let me just give title for the graph, that is receiver optima, that is operating characteristics. Okay, that is, let's say ROC curve. All right, and then we can just say legend. Okay, now you can see the output like this. So this is how the data are distributed between 0 and 1. Okay, and this is what we have calculated, like how much accurately it is able to distinguish between 0 and 1. Now if I want to connect these 2 points, what can I do is, let me have something like, okay, like starting point is equal to 0, 0 or 0, 1, and then end point is nothing but, let's say 0, 1 actually. That is, I want to connect like this, right? That is 0, 0 and then 1 to 1. That is 0, 0. If I want to connect these 2 points, I have to draw the line 0, 0 and then 1, 1. Okay, so for that what we can do is I can just write plt dot plot, okay, st point and then end point, okay, and then I can say, okay, and then I can say or dash dash, so something like this. Now you can see, okay, and also I can say st point and then end point, and then I can say go. Now you can see some marker over here, something like this. Okay, and if you want some in different color also, you can give it, no problem over here. Like I can just give something like color is equal to red or something, like this. Okay, so this is how you can see. So till this, it was something like towards 0, and then from here it is like you can see it is towards 1 actually. Okay, guys. So this is how you can plot the ROC curve. So guys, any questions?
No, it's
Okay, so
clear.
please, yeah. So please take it down. And then we will find the value for unknown data. Okay. So let me know once it is done. We will just find the unknown data. So what about others? So Abhishek, is it done? Okay. So now let's predict for unknown. Okay. So I can just say like y red unknown is equal to logistic regression dot predict of x underscore unknown. So now let's see y red unknown. You can see the output like this. So 11000011. So out of those 7 customers, 4 customers will come back and then they will purchase the car from us. Okay, and then for only for those customers we can provide some more offers. Okay, so like that. Okay, yeah. So please take it down, and that comes to the end of this. And that comes to the end. So take it down.
Done. Only thing is, how do we map it back? And which one is for one? We need to manually map it back.
No, not manually. So remember we did it for salary data.
Mm-hmm.
Use the that is by using the index. Okay, I will just do
Okay.
that now. Okay, once I'll just do that. Okay, so if I go to this one, okay, anyways, it is running only, so doesn't matter. Okay, so if I just say this, okay, now you have 11100011, right? So now what we can do over here is, let me just take unknown. It is unknown data, I think, right? What was the value? Unknown data only. Okay, so unknown data. Now we have some index like this, no? Now what we
Right.
can do is, okay, okay. Now what we can do is, we have to create a series basically. Okay, that is SRS unknown sold is equal to unknown data, sorry, not unknown data, series of Y spread unknown,
Unknown.
okay, and then I can write index is equal to range of 15 comma 15 plus len of Y spread unknown.
Mhm.
Okay, so now if I just print this, I'll be having something like this. Okay, pd dot, again I'm doing the same mistake, so pd dot. Okay, so now you can see 15 is 1.0, 16 is 1.0, 17 is something like this, right? So now let's
Oh,
get the data completely. Okay, so this is our original data, right?
correct.
Okay, now what we can do, I can just say, let's do one thing,
We'll be
because I have given
replacing
it.
the
Yeah,
sold. Yeah, got it.
exactly. That is, I can
Okay.
say data of sold is equal to SRS of SRS underscore salary. Yeah, SRS
Right.
underscore unknown sold.
Unknown sold. Mhm.
So now you can see data, you'll be having all these values.
Right.
Okay, so on the top you have something like NAL, because we need to combine the series, the previous data, that is Y known, and then this one, and then we need to do it.
Correct. Correct.
Got it? So that is a
Yeah.
that is a mistake I have done over here. Okay,
Yeah. Got it.
yeah. So I'll be just uploading the files now. Okay, just a minute, I'll be just uploading it now, because I have done some mistakes here, so I need to correct it, because this will correct. Okay, inside data files, right? So I need to place this in notebook. Okay, anyways, I have shared this one, I think, right? Data files I have already shared. Okay, I don't have any data files over there. So now what I'm going to do is, I'm just creating notebooks, add to archive, and then I'll be just placing it over here. Then let me go to L&D Cloud. So guys, you can provide the feedback for today's session. Okay, so for yesterday's session also you can provide the feedback, like if you want to.
Sure.
Yeah, let me just upload it.
Mohan, will we be covering this KNNs and SVMs?
Sorry, which one? KNNs
SVM.
I'll be covering. Yeah. KNNs I'll be
Yeah.
covering. SVM, let's see. Okay, like we have KNN, K means clustering, and then this one, association, a priori algorithms.
Yeah.
That is, it's like one part of like one algorithm in one part actually. So KNN for multi-classification, I'll be covering it. Okay, so that is the first topic tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah.
And SVM, let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
So
SVM,
today,
name base.
yeah. So for those, I think I don't be having time actually. Okay.
Yeah, because
So
we
whatever
also
I
have
have,
unsupervised.
Yeah. So we also have one in unsupervised, I have to cover 2 algorithms actually. Okay, k-means clustering and also association, like that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. And I'll be giving some introduction to NLP and deep learning. Okay.
Okay. Any hands-on with neural networks?
I will
Are you
give that
planning
handwritten recognition.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so that one I will give it. Okay. So if I complete those 3 algorithms by 2 o'clock, I think afternoon we can see neural networks with hands-on and NLP with some hands-on, like that we can see. Okay.
I think 3 days is difficult to cover all these things. Could have been 4 days.
So, yes, it would have been 5 days actually, according to me.
Okay.
So the thing is, whatever I have shown it, right? So everything will be covered actually. Okay, see here, like we are here basically, right? Logistic regression. Okay, so KNN clustering, K means clustering, and association is a priori, and then deep learning, and then NLP.
Okay.
Okay, guys, so it
In
is
the course
uploaded.
outline, it has mentioned. Course outline has some gradient descent, course function, regularization, many things are mentioned, right?
No, regularization means like it's just a see whatever we are doing, right? That it's a kind of regularization only. Okay, like we are, it is the degree, right? So those kind of things will come under that. So it's just a topic over there, and then it will be like, I think you asked something, right? That is dimensionality reduction. So that will be covered. Okay, so gradient descent, it will be covered along with that deep learning, we have something like SGD and then BGD and then MBGD and all. So that will be covered along with that.
Okay, so few other things are the square, Z-test, T-test, ANOVA.
Those are all regularization methods, that is evaluation methods basically for those algorithms. So it is over there, right? You see like it will not be with in the particular order basically. Okay, so that's why I took this course outline. Okay, on myself. The thing is, there all evaluation matrices will be in one section. Okay, like if you say like accuracy score, confusion matrix, classification report, and then the one which we saw with regression problems, everything will be with some particular place. Okay, so if you see the accuracy score along with classification algorithms, it will be better. You will understand clearly. Okay, because there are some predefined evaluation models, right? Okay, so these are predefined evaluation models, right? So the thing is, we have to see the evaluation models along with the particular models. Then it will be, you can easily relate it. Okay, if you see the concept along with the model section. Okay, so that's the reason I'm just following that approach.
Okay, yeah.
Please enroll our general membership for $399 plan to get access of all the parts.
Along with that, you can access our other tutorials such as Docker, Ansible, Jenkins, Terraform, Splunk, AWS, Azure, and various other DevOps related premium tutorials with our channel membership. If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the $399 plan and grow your skills immensely. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.